How's it going, boys? Johnny Superbman here, and it's time to continue our Year 5 simulation with the Washington Capitals. That's right. After that horrible beginning start, we made some line changes, moved Ribeiro up to that second line, we changed our penalty kill, and look at that record now. 29 wins, 17 losses, and 2 overtime losses, all right? We're sitting pretty good. We're still down there in 6th, but it seems like the Eastern Conference is a lot of even teams, you know what I mean? Down there in 13th, Pittsburgh's got 50, and the top team is New York with 65, so not a lot of points separate 1 to 13 basically. So we're only 5 points behind the New York Rangers, but then again we're only 3 points ahead of the Carolina Hurricanes. So we still do need to win games. It's all those regulation losses, those 17 regulation losses. But the Western Conference, same thing. The top team, the Edmonton Oilers, they only have 66 points. So we can still win that President's Trophy. We just need to win a lot of games, and those teams that are ahead of us, like New York and the Edmonton Oilers, we got to beat them in regulation when we face them, all right? So in the last video, I was asking you guys, what we should do, because we've turned it around. We're no longer, a team that might not make the playoffs. It looks like we are going to make the playoffs. So I was asking you what we should do about our line changes going into the playoffs, if we should make some trades, and there's a lot of good ideas here. So first things first. All right, so you guys wanted me to make a trade for that grinder on Edmonton. I forget his name. I remember seeing him when we took a look at the Edmonton Oilers lineups, and he was like an 85 overall grinder, 86 overall grinder, playing on the second line, and that would be perfect for our third line. So hang on, let's just go here and let's see. What was his name? Harkanainen? Was this the guy? Harkanainen? Let's see. Player bio. Grinder. Look at that. Grinder, left wing, 85 overall. He's listed as a second line forward. He's 26 years old, so he fits our age category perfectly. All right, he's the same as like Jake Gardner and Eric Johnson, so he's still young enough to have a good 5 years in him easily. All right, and good God, look at that physical category. Body checking, 99. Defensive awareness, 89. Offensive awareness, 83. He's even got good passing. He's got a hell of a shot, too. This guy is a stud. All right, I wouldn't be putting him on our second line. He'd be a third liner for us, but he'd be an amazing third liner for us. So you know what? I agree with you guys. This guy would be a perfect player to pick up. What's the stats this year? He's a grinder, right? So he's not getting a lot of points, but that's fine. I love his individual stats, and we can even use, we can even use him on the power play as well. So, let's see. Is he a tradable asset? Let's see. Okay, they do want to give him up, so that's good. He's got 1 year left on his deal, all right, so that's really good. He's making 4.3, which I don't mind, right? If he was making 4.3 for like another 3-4 years, I'd say no, because we do have a big contract year coming up this year. But for a grinder 85 overall, I'd say I'd be able to sign him to 3.5, 4 mil at the most, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I like that trade. I do. So, let's try to get him on our team. Why not? Now, we don't really have a lot of trading assets to go back. You guys were saying that I should be trading Braden Holtby, all right, because this Oliver Dance guy, he's ready to come up and be a backup. He's already 80 overall, and I agree with that, okay? And another reason I want to get rid of Holtby is because, again, we have a big contract year this year, all right? And I don't want to take the chance of trading him at the draft because, say we keep him, right? I know he's only 27 years old. He's 83. He's listed as a backup. But say we keep him this year, and then, the playoffs happen. We go into the draft, and the offseason switchover happens where the players either get better or get worse. If he gets worse, if he drops to like an 82, 81 overall, I may not be able to trade him because he does have somewhat of a salary, all right? What is it again? It's like 3.5, right? If he's an 81, 82 overall goalie, a team may say we're not comfortable with taking the cap of Braden Holtby. And then I'll be stuck with 3.5 when I have to sign Ovechkin, Eric Johnson, and this guy, Harkanainen, all right? So I definitely do want to give up Braden Holtby here, so let's add him to the deal. But they don't want Braden Holtby. That's the thing. I got to find a player that they want coming back. So hang on. Before I put Braden Holtby in there, let's see if there's any other players in here that I could get going back. Skaters matching block. All right, so Eric Johnson, no. Morrissey, no. Gardner, no. Alsner, Carlson, no. Babchuk, Grossman, no. Shifley, Moe, and Desharnais. Oh, my God. Don't really want to give up any. You know what? I could give up Desharnais because Desharnais is playing on the 4th line for us right now. He's more offense, and I'd love to replace Desharnais with a Harkanainen, right? That would be a perfect replacement. And he's not doing anything back there on the 4th line anyways, and he's a minus player. So they want Desharnais. I would trade them Desharnais. Now, there's no way that trade will go through. Even though they want him, there's no way that trade will go through. Now there's no other players now. And goalies, we're not giving them Norbert Klein. No way. So, it's going to be a tough trade to make go through. Okay, so let's see. I could add Braden Holtby to the deal. Hang on. Where are you? Braden Holtby. Let's just see. Now, that won't go through. Do I have to add a goalie coming back? Let's see. Sadikov, or I could add this Sadikov guy. Alright, I can see that maybe going through, but again, remember, they don't want Braden Holtby, so his little trade value that's there anyways, they don't want, so cut that in half. And this Sadikov guy, I mean, his trade value is not that much, but they don't want to give him up, so increase that by 2, you know. I don't think this trade goes through. I don't think it goes through. Is there anyone else I can, let's see. Guys with 1 year left. Hang on. Ooh, actually, there's a bunch of... Ooh, look at this guy, DeSantis. He's got 0 years left. I didn't sign him, but he's got good trade value. Why didn't I sign him? Has he got... Oh, well, he's only 3-star, but he's got pretty good trade value. All right, I'd add him to the deal. He could help it, and he wouldn't be anything. Yeah, I'd add him to the deal. Ooh, that might not be that bad anymore. You know what? I'm going to try that. Desharnais, Holtby, and this guy we're not going to use for just a goalie that we need coming back for Holtby, and Hartikainen. All right, let's see. Will it go through? All right, so Edmonton can live with what you're asking us to send your way. We're glad that you're paying attention to our trade block surplus. All right, that's good. What you're offering us in return isn't very interesting. It doesn't meet our trade block needs at all that well, and the value just isn't there whatsoever. All right, so it's Braden. They don't want Braden Holtby, or I'm taking Braden Holtby out of there. He's not helping it out. This DeSantis guy, I'll leave in. I'll take off this guy. I don't want to get any more players coming back. Like, I won't be able to, like, that's why. All their goalies have some trade value. So, I won't be able to trade Holtby to these guys because I could try this guy, but he's got decent trade value, you know what I mean? So, no, I don't think the goalies will work. I need to try and make this trade go through straight up. All right, so I don't think that'll go through because they don't want this guy. No, I don't think that'll go through. What else? Let's see. Okay, you know what? Let me just go through my team here. Defensive. You know, I can't give up any defensemen. We don't have. No. It's definitely a forward I can give up. Forward prospects. I can't give him any. Max Domi. No, I'm not giving up Max Domi. Gordon, Teravainen, Bork, Corvo, Truck. Okay, look at all these guys. We can definitely give up. We have a lot of young guys who are probably all 3.5 star. Yeah, look at all these 3.5 star forwards. We can definitely give up one of these guys. You know what? We'll give up this guy who's got the 3.5 red stars. Mark Cantuani. All right, I'll add him to the deal. Ooh, but then they're over the players. Do they have a player that they want to give up that's coming back that's very cheap in trade value? This guy. Oh, they don't have these guys signed. This guy would be they have some trade value. If I add this guy, I like Verdino for Mark Kawani. I don't even think that would go through. All right, hang on. Let me just try this. I could see it going through, but I could also see it not going through. Will it go through? No. See, the value just isn't there whatsoever. They don't want to give. No. I gotta try and make the trade happen with just this. I want to make this trade. This is a good trade. Don't get me wrong. I want to make this trade. All right, I can definitely add those two guys. You know what? Draft picks, I guess. I have already given my first, I think. Yeah, I have a second, a third, and a fourth. Okay, so let's break this down. What's the second overall pick going to be for me? All right, or the second round pick. If I make this trade, I'm banking on us being a good team, which means the second round pick is going to be 45 or above. We're in year 5. You know what? With a pick that's 45 or above, we may only get a 3-star player, maybe 3.5 star, but I'm definitely not going to be getting a 4-star player. So you know what? I can give up that second round pick. Yeah, I can give up that second round pick. Oh, you know what? Because I want to trade Holtby, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. All right, so Harkanainen. All right, second. You know what? And we're in year 3. We're in year 5. These third and fourths, they don't matter. So you know what? I'm going to add all those in as well. Because this guy's a stud. Like, he's not a veteran. He's 26 years old. Again, you're building your team, right? This guy, he is going to be our third liner of the future, our third line captain of the future, the way this guy's played. And he's also going to be a penalty killer for us, all right? Multifaceted player. So we're not giving up a player that we are going to use right now except for Desharnais, but he's going to be replaced anyways. This guy we're not going to use. This second round pick might possibly be a 3.5-star player. Fine, that's a decent player we're giving up, but the third and fourth are crap as well. Will it go? You know what? I don't even think this will go through. I may have to add a first rounder of next year. I don't want, you know, I'm not giving up a first rounder. Let's see if this will go through first. Harkinainen for a bunch of scraps. Will it go through? No, it didn't. All right, the Edmonton Oilers are fine, coughing up with what you are after. It would seem like our trade block surface came in handy here. However, you're a bit off with this proposal, and it doesn't meet our trade block needs particularly well. All right, so Harkinainen, DeSantis, second and a third. You know what? If I just add another second for next year, that might go through. Maybe not. Yeah, it's worth a try. It's another second that we know we don't need, all right? I want this guy so bad. I mean, I could add other players, but again, look, they have nobody that I can ask for back that first has low trade value and they want. Like, I can't trade this guy because he's decent trade value and they don't want to give him up, all right? And the skaters, same thing, all right? These guys are all not signed, so they don't count. This guy, it's not the lowest. I want something that's all this kind of low. This has decent. It's a little bit. So 2 seconds and a third for Harkinainen. Will it go through? Oh, it did! Oh, shit, it went through. On behalf of the Edmonton Oilers organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. All right, so 2 seconds and a third, all right, for this Harkinainen guy, all right? But you know what? I think that was a pretty good trade. I think that was a pretty good trade because I actually have a way of getting this back now. So we have Harkinainen, all right? But now it's time to give up Braden Holtby because I need to give up Braden Holtby. Dansk is ready to come up. You guys are right. And I don't want a chance not being able to get rid of him at the draft, all right? So let's simply just find a team that wants him and wants to give up their first overall pick, all right? Florida, they don't want to give up their first overall pick. Let me just keep going here. LA, they don't want him. Minnesota. Oh, look at this, Minnesota. They need a goalie going back, though. Do they have any cheap goalies? I don't think so. That might go through. That might go through. Do they have any players that I could send back just to sweeten the deal a little bit? Let's see. Let's see. Domi, Thrower, Carlson, Alsner, Byström, Corriveau. Oh, I could add that Mark Tukuani guy now. Yeah. I'll add that guy. Hang on. Forwards. Because they don't want him. I'll still just give it to him. Oh, but now they need another player going back. I'll get this Berube guy. All right. I can see that going through. Yeah, I can see that going through. So we can get that first round pick back from Minnesota. All right, because we don't have any this year. Will it go through? All right. So no, they don't want to give up. We got to find a trade that just works perfectly. Hang on. I'll leave that guy for now. But Braden Holtby is the real one. No, they don't want to give up their first. You know what? I'll just try it anyways. No, they don't want. I'll try to find a team that, yeah, that might work. Hang on. Let's see. Do they have a goalie? A cheap goalie? Picard. Yeah, that's a cheap goalie. Yeah. And I can take out this Mark Tuani guy. Hang on. Why won't that go through now? Hang on. Puts us too close to puts them too close to the maximum salary cap. Do they have a skater with decent salary? 1 year left and no trade value. Let's see. Harper. Watson, yeah, but he's got some trade value in him. I won't be able to get that guy. Harper, yeah, that might be able to work coming back. That might be able to work. Hang on, let's just try it out. But they don't want Braden Holtby. That's not going to work. Never mind. They don't want Braden Holtby. Let's try it anyways. Will it go through? No. Yeah, they didn't want Braden Holtby. Hang on, guys. We're going to find a home for Braden Holtby here. We will get New Jersey. Nope, they need a player going back the other way. God damn it. Nope. All right. They don't want Holtby. Oh, that's a good one. I got to find a player from Ottawa. I got to find a goalie from Ottawa. Have a crappy goalie in here. Oh my God. All their goalies are like friggin' good trade values. Can I just get a player going back the other way, or does it need to be a goalie? Hang on. God damn it. This is so tough to make this work. Flynn. Oh, it will work. All right, hang on. Do they have another player? No, they don't. All right, I think this might work. So we can get Ottawa's first-round pick this year for Braden Holtby, and this Flynn guy is just something to sweeten the deal. Will it go through? All right. They're fine with everything. You've met our block needs, but the value you have on the table is too far off. Really? All right, so let me add some draft picks going back. 4th, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. All right, so I don't need draft picks for this year. I don't need deep draft picks. They're going to be crap players anyways. All right, so let's just see if it'll go through. Still not, eh? Okay, let me take out that 7. I'll add a 3rd for next year. I'm not going to go any farther than that. I'll try another team. Will it go through? See, it's this damn Flynn guy. They don't want to give up Flynn. I got to find a team where it can just go through. God damn it, man. This is such a pain in the ass trying to move this guy. Like, you don't think the team would be like, oh, okay, we can make this work if we just, you know, move around our rosters a little bit. Good God. Hang on, sorry, draft picks, right. They want Holtby, right? Can I just get a... Oh, it's our pick. No, I can't get our pick back. Phoenix, they want Holtby, but again, oh my God, this is such a pain in the ass. Goalie's coming back the other way. Let's see. He's got too much. Is it just a skater that is needed? Hang on. Maybe it's just a skater. Larson? Nah, it needs to be a goalie. All right, Phoenix is not going to work. Jesus, I might not be able to find a home for him. I mean, I could settle for a 2nd-round pick from Pittsburgh. I could definitely trade him to Pittsburgh. No doubt about it. All right, so at least I can dump him. So that's good. Can't get a San Jose. St. Louis can't get. So Pittsburgh seems like the best one so far, yeah. Toronto? Do they have a shitty player on Toronto? They've got to. Courant. Yeah, try this guy. No, it needs to be a goalie. Do they have a shitty goalie? Let's see. Brennan. They want to give up Brennan, though, so maybe. Nah. Vancouver. Draft picks first. Nah, they can't do it. I think I'm just going to go to, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Whatever. I'm just going to go to Pittsburgh. Whatever, man. I'm not trying. You know what? I'll get their draft pick for next year. Whatever, all right? And I'll try to get a 2nd as well. So we're going to give up Braden Holtby and for a 1st and a 2nd. Is there any other players that we can give up just to make sure that we get that 2nd? Zibanejad, Grossman, Moen. Nope, they don't want any other players. So let's just make this go through right here. All right, Holtby, 4th, 5th, 6th, and a 7th for a 2nd-round pick this year and a 1st-round pick next year. Will it go through? Still not. All right, hang on. Let me just turn this into a 3rd-rounder. I know this will go through. Don't worry. I'll be able to get this to work. 3rd-rounder? Nope. 4th-rounder? There it is, all right? So we unloaded Braden Holtby for a 1st and a 4th-round pick. So this year, we don't have a lot of, well, we have no draft picks this year, but at least we make up for it with next year with 2 1st-rounders, okay? So again, we did trade a lot, but we needed to unload Braden Holtby, and the big thing, Hart Kananen, baby! What was his name? I need a Finn to help me out. Hart Kananen? Hang on, let's just, I think he's already on the team. So he's obviously going to go right here. How do you pronounce that name? Hartikainen, yeah, Hartikainen, all right? Beast, welcome to the team. So he's going to go on the 3rd line, all right? He's also going to, what's his face-offs like, actually? Hang on. No, he's a winger. He's a winger. All right, so I'm not going to put him on the 2nd line. I don't want to touch that. He's just to help out that 3rd line. Scheifele, Zibanejad. Actually, I'm not going to put Zibanejad on the 4th line. Zibanejad may be a career 3rd or 4th liner for us, but that's not the end of the world, all right? Because we do already have a top 6 that's shaping up. Yeah. Now, the question is, do I put him on the penalty kill, right? I could see him, not all of your lines, edit lines manually. What's not taken here? Hang on. Is it the 4-on-4 lines? Extra attack. Oh, the goalies, right, my bad. So I got to bring up, what's his face. All right, so I'll do all of that right now. So, don't worry, boys. This video is going a little bit long. We'll just, we've done the trades now, so we don't have to stop at the trade deadline, so I'm just going to fly through the season. Oscar Dansk is not going to get many starts unless Klein, loses 3 in a row. We're going to run with Klein for the rest of the season. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to quickly just check my GM tracker and check out if Hartikainen was one of our best defensive players. Okay, look, he's our 2nd best defensive player, 2nd best forward defensive player. So, yeah, he belongs on the penalty kill. We have to take off... 1, 2, 3, Lalonde. We got to take off Ovechkin. All right, Ovechkin comes off the penalty kill. Hartikainen goes in. So hang on a sec. Coaching options, edit lines, roster moves. Let me bring up Dansk first. Dansk, get your ass up here. St. Arnaud, get your ass down there. All right, and then Dansk is going behind Norbert Klein. Perfect. So we still have a good backup there. 80 overall, decent. And now the penalty kill. We're taking off Ovechkin. And we are putting Hartikainen. There he is. And actually, it said that Carlson and Hartikainen were the 2 best, so let's spread them out. All right, Hartikainen on the first one, and Carlson and well, I want Backstrom there for his face-offs. Yeah, you know what? We'll leave the 3-man penalty kill. All right, so there you go, boys. I like that idea of getting that Harkinainen guy. He's a real good stud, absolutely. All right, so you know what? I don't think we're going to be able to get to the end of the regular season in this video, boys. I know you wanted to see it, but there's a lot of trades right there. We're already 20 minutes in. All right, so let us just, you know what? I'll make 2 videos today. Yeah, I'll get out 2 GM mode commentaries today. And there you go, the first win. So let's end this video right now, and then we will do the second video. It will come out today. We'll finish up the regular season. It may be a short one, only 10 minutes long, but we'll get it out today, okay? So I will see you guys when we finish off year 5.